go into the third component that we have, which is defining clearly what the expectations are. Now, by the way, just so you guys understand, before we start the game season, we sit down in a room filled with athletes that are deciding how they're going to enter the season. Are they going to go individual, through the open, or regionals? Are they trying to qualify? Do they have a chance? Are they a team player? Are they an alternate on the team? And we all go through this exact same thing. We sit down and we explain all of these items verbatim. We get you to decide right then and there how this is going to map out for them. As we get down the road, it makes it a lot easier if you guys are going to get into coaching teams, especially in the world of CrossFit where there's alternates, WODs are announced. We have 3 and 3 that have been training as starters, and then you take your alternate and tell them, oh, by the way, we just realized a lot of snatching, you're the best snatcher. You pull one of the team leaders out, who's not that great at snatching, but great at everything else, and you flip it, you just created some of the worst problems you didn't ever want to deal with. All right? I know CrossFit gyms that have almost just disintegrated in pieces over team training. It's nuts. It's not showing out for this. All right, so the next thing is define expectations. So Dan and I were on the same team. I brought him in, I defined what his duties were going to be. We were really clear on how we're going to attack this event. We were really clear on our attack, on our stance, on our motions towards it. But under any other great word we could fit in there, we were clear on it. Then we defined the expectations. Dan's coming in, he's a great distance runner. He's a great organizer, he's a great whatever he's great at. So we define his expectations. And here's what I'm going to expect of you. I'm going to expect that you're going to lead the team by example as far as being organized, because you're the most organized guy on the team. We're going to need you to pull us together. And I'm going to also need that even though you're super organized, you have a tendency to just show up kind of at your own will, or show up late, or train when you want. I'm going to need you to be totally committed to 1 and 2 so that we understand what your expectations are. All right, Dan knows he's got to show up. We set team training. Like I was getting texts on the way here. My team in LA, they're training right now. All right, it's clockwork. Saturday, we set. We'll see 2 teammates. I'm out of town. The other one is out of town, but they're going through the motion. It's not like, oh, well, half our team isn't here. Let's go swimming today. No, this was we defined the duties of our team. We're really clear on what our position was and how we were going to do this. We defined our expectations of each other. And I know that even though Joe is in Palm Springs right now, celebrating a birthday, he's not drinking. He's staying extremely hydrated. He's working out. All right. Yesterday we did programming as needed, even though he's at another CrossFit gym. He was off-site. And I know today he's going to do the same thing. Because that is priority. Because our goal, when we define our duties, really clear, not to just have the most fun. That was not our job. We want to have fun in the experience. Our job is not to have fun. Our job is to win. That's all we want. All right. Did you guys follow Rick at all through the regionals? Anybody know the story of what happened with us this year?
I was watching the live stream.
You watched the live stream. So I'll just give you a bit story. So every year, Brick goes in, and we basically have a very friendly rivalry with Invictus and It's just a very friendly, high-level respect for Invictus, for CJ, their head coach, and their athletes. We're all really, really close. We've competed, corralled next to each other for 4 years now. Every other major competition, we're right next to each other. And each year out, like the first year, we took second, they took first. That we went up against my first year out, it was neck and neck. Every event was Invictus Brick and Invictus Brick. And they beat us, they got second. We got second, they got first. That year we took fifth. I think they took like 13th or something overall. So it was back to the second year that we went in there, we took third, they took first, we had some good outs. This happened, final workout that dropped us from second to third place last year. All right, but we were neck and neck. They were just a little bit better of a team than we were last year, and we had an issue. We got disqualified for eligibility, which is you throw it up to a jury, and probably 99% of the time, we say that we were eligible. When the point, the 1% is HQ and then individuals. So we were disqualified. This year we went back in as a highly touted favorite. We've been training everybody but one guy. It's the same team has been for the last 24 months. We went in there neck and neck. We set a couple more records, and we were in first place by several points each day. We had several first places. So we were set out to do what we knew we could do, and what we wanted to do was to like bring down the big dog. We're going to bring down Invictus, right? That's a compliment to them. It's a compliment to what they've been able to do. We're going to bring them down. Shit, man, our members, we had like 200 plus members drive over 2 hours to get to this event every day, just full force. We're in the lead, first place going into the final event. It's the easiest one for all of us. It's pull-ups and overhead squat, which if you're familiar with Brick, we're known to be a bodyweight style gym. Like our athletes can just hit pull-ups all day long, muscle-ups all day long, handstand walk for days. It's just a really good movement for us. The overhead squat wasn't that heavy. We trained it at the individual weight for weeks in the gym. Everybody set, we're all ready to go. And 3-2, I think I'm the first athlete. I'm the first athlete up, 3, 2, 1, go. Boom, I run out there, I bang out. I get no reps on a handful of pull-ups, so I think I stayed on the bar. 49 was the thing, I think it was like 56, unbroken, no problem. Pop off, get over the bar, clean it up, pop it up overhead. 3 reps in, left shoulder goes, tilted, rep 4, rep 5, or no rep. I lose the bar, I'm just like, okay, no big deal. Shoulder's a little fucked, posterior's taxed. This is crazy. I'm just going to take a quick breath here. We're still good. We're trying to break the world record. I know that the girls that are coming up, the guys that are coming up, are animals. Shake it off. Pick back up. Go to put it overhead. Sink into one real deep. I get no rep. Go for a second one. Take the knee, drop the bar. Now the drop starts, right? The whole fucking place is just like, oh my God, what is happening? JP's invincible. The ninja, and he's falling apart. You know, they're not in my mind, which is like, I'm not actually falling apart. I just can't see the fucking weight. Like, I'm okay, but something's going on with that. And, you know, you pull what seemed like a year and a half into a short period of time, and it put us far enough back off of that, and we still had everybody else did exactly what they were going to do. They just crushed, they smashed the shit out of that workout. But I'd drawn us too far back, too competitive of a region, where we ended up second and third place were real tight points to us. We dropped enough, and we ended up in third place. Invictus ended up taking first, and we took third, where we really led and had more first places throughout the weekend. We just got beat by too far. So shit happens. So what am I talking about is like defining our expectations. Why I long-winded on that story was, you know, there was no like team coming over to me and being like, it's okay, JP, you're gonna be okay. It was like, fuck man, we didn't execute the way we wanted to. They felt just as accountable as I did, my team. So I didn't need consoling. And I also didn't need to bow my head and cry. I knew I gave it my best, it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working, all right? They knew it, so even they were perplexed, like, what happened? You can't be mad about it, because we know you're not the guy who does this. Because we had the expectations were set, and our goal was to win. We didn't. So nobody had to high five or hug each other. It was just like, hey, we came out here, the weekend's over. We hopefully still qualified. We're good. We went from first to God knows where at this point. Let's just hold tight. When we came over, congratulated us that we still maintained our third place position. There was like almost no celebration. Because our goal at regionals wasn't to podium. Our goal was to win. But we have 6 athletes that all felt the exact same way. So it wasn't like we had one that wanted to go run rapid, like, yay! We did it! We're going to the games! Which would piss everyone else out because we were like, it's not what we wanted. We came out here to win. That's what was our thing. Our expectations were very clear. Right? Now, we've reset them. We were one of the favorites, and it's really interesting just to get nerded out on data. But Southern, just to like hype up Southern California a little bit, is that all the way to, I think, the 6th place team in Southern California would have still qualified in many regions, in other regions based on the scoring. And even our 4th place teams in the top 15 scores in the world, they didn't qualify. They beat 10 other teams that are going to games. It's like nuts. Now, why do I talk about the team that had the expectations to win? Because I'll give you the same example on the flip side. Our second team that went in, Rick Republic, had different expectations. They had a few people on the team that wanted to win. They didn't get this concept that they weren't going to. They didn't set realistic goals. They didn't have that reality in their head. They were like, we have a chance. Well, I'm the guy that's going to bring you the chance. No, you don't. Just live with no, you don't, and the fact that you're going to give it your best and then have fun with it. That should be your expectation. They didn't. They had a couple people who were still going to bed at night but wanted to have these glorious moments. But what do you think happened for the first 2 days, in between and after every single workout? Just clash of the titans, especially when you have 3 alpha females and 3 alpha males. You put those together, and it's just it's a recipe for fucking mess on mess. And that's what happened. They were a disaster. They weren't having fun. They weren't getting to enjoy the process. They weren't staying current in what was going on. They weren't enjoying the fact that there was 5,000 people. We were one of the biggest audiences of any region. It was like being a pro athlete in fast fitness amongst this huge audience, and they couldn't even enjoy it because they were so pissed off that they had to define their expectations. Right? So the reason why I spend the longest amount of time on these is because this is what makes or breaks your team as you get through the process. You can get all the way to comp time thinking your team is awesome, we're gonna go get fucking matching tattoos and bedazzle our outfits. And then you show up there and everything got twisted out because of the lights, the glory, the excitement, the other team's kicking ass, and they see all of that, and they realize their expectations were never defined. And then now all hell breaks loose. Right. Next thing.